continuation of this chapter, applications of differentiation. We know that these three, give priority for these three also in the exam. What are that three? Finding approximate error in X and Y, error approximations. Next, tangents and arms. Rate measure first part, means particle problems. But now the next unit, both together, little bit danger or it's a difficult level, no guarantee in the exam, so last chance you take. That is called the unit maximum, minimum, increasing, decreasing. All are come under same concept. For any issue to find out, we need some algebra properties, or else we say formula. Algebra formula I am talking about means quadratic inequalities. Is same as linear programming already we did in POC. Inequalities, how to write solutions. First, better we take one revision of inequalities. What are the solutions? Interval solutions. Let f of x is a quadratic function for some x, some means two values. This will be 0. If it is 0, called equation. Once the equation equal 0 not there, means not 0. Any expression not equal to 0 carries 4 inequalities. Inequations, that is called inequation, means therefore inequality. That inequalities now we are writing. Inequalities and how we can write solution. First, assume that alpha, beta are the roots of fx0. Alpha less than beta understood. Suppose f of x greater than 0. Then what kind of solution you have to write? X minus alpha into x minus beta greater than 0. What can be the solution? Here I will write solution, interval solution as well as diagram. Okay, both we need. First I give here x less than alpha or greater than beta. One answer. Or interval less than alpha means how to represent diagrammatic? Alpha, beta. Before alpha, dotted line, alpha not there. This entire region. Before alpha, how many are there? So many are there. How far we can go there? Minus infinity. Therefore, x belongs to minus infinity to alpha union. Here, beta is not included, dotted line. Beta included, full straight line. After that, means greater than, right hand side. How many will go in this way? Is up to infinity. Or beta to, this is inequality solution, diagrammatic solution, interval solution. Any one of them they can choose for exams, question paper. That is why all three we are writing. For greater than 0. The same if you take equal to also, means this is equal to, everywhere equality. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. What is diagrammatic? Full straight line. Interval minus infinity to alpha closed. When alpha does not include means open. Includes means close. R closed beta to infinity. Infinity is always open only, nowhere to close. This is one answer positive strictly greater than or equal. Like that we have 4 inequalities. Third one, fx less than 0. So x lies between alpha and beta. One answer. Alpha less than dotted line equal to dotted. X is in between anywhere. This is our region, shading region. So called when inequality is negative. So lies between, but not alpha beta. That is why it is called open interval. Interval notation is these are all. We have even first year also. Less than or equal to 0, then equality will be extra. What is diagram? Full straight line. Any graph when you see complete line means including. Dotted line means excluding. This property is in graphical transformation also. Then closed interval. This is our procedure for writing solutions in this chapter. Maximum happens in this chapter. Algebraic functions means polynomials. Either for maximum you take, minimum you take, increase, decrease for all. That is why first we got this division. Now consider the unit. Let y equal to f of x be continuous function. When we talk about continuity, compulsory it must be in the closed interval. Otherwise it has no meaning, no such statement. Open interval is exactly wrong. Will not exist only. Continuity talks about closed interval. That is why continuous in closed interval AB. Differentiability is in open interval. Okay? And value is not necessary. Once we say that it is continuous, graph of the function must be continuous. Therefore, it will go like this. There is no gap in between, no patch. Actually, it is cut. When there is no break, okay. So continuously, smoothly, uniformly, no discontinuity. Suppose if there is any gap, no continuity, so called discontinuity. Now we assume that this total unit we start with on continuity only, where I gave that it is continuous between ordinates x equal to a. Ordinate terminology is very accurate. Okay, ordinate y coordinate x equal to a parallel to y axis at a distance of a units, and x equal to b parallel to y axis. See, in between totally it is drawn continuous, and we notice here there are so many ups and downs, up and down. Any curve you draw in this way, up and down, we say that it is increases as well as decreases. Suppose if you consider from A to C, you consider A1, assume that it is A1. A to A1, what is happening? Curve is going up, away from x-axis. When it is away from x-axis means increasing. Okay? Increasing. Up to A1 it is increasing. Height maximum. Immediately after A1 what happened? A1 to A2 what is happening? That coming down. Like this. Like this it is coming down. This is called decreasing. Actual meaning, simple meaning of increase decrease means curve going up, increase, down, decrease. But we cannot predict for a given problem up and down, not correct. Mathematically, how to decide? Now we are going. Then you consider this branch only, A to A1. You select any point, C. Draw the tangent. Draw the tangent. If you extend that, it makes an angle positively. Means acute angle. Acute angle. Okay. Less than 90. Tan value positive. Slope is positive. Increasing. Here, at any point C, we are finding f dash C. Positive. Okay. Next, consider A1 to A2. Here you select one point. Here you select. At this point, when you find derivative, angle is coming this side, more than 90, less than 180, obtuse angle, tan value negative, second quadrant, tan is negative, derivative is negative. So here we say, suppose any other point, f dash x is negative. So overall, what is our first principle? At any point, suppose if you find derivative, you have to get positive sign for increasing. If you get negative sign, decreasing. Or compulsory you have to get a function is derivative is either positive or negative. Positive or negative in general. What is that called? What is this called? Sign convention. Very, very important terminology. Sign convention. Sign convention means to decide a function is increase or decrease, find the derivative, see the derivative positive or negative. It must be positive or negative at some values only, not in general throughout. Sometimes throughout, sometimes some values. If you are able to decide it is positive or negative, okay, answer over, conclusion. But what is dangerous point here? You are getting 0. Now you see. I gave in between exact vertical line at A1. Now I go for at A1 tangent is drawn. What is observation? Exactly parallel to x-axis. What is slope of x-axis in geometry? 0. Any line parallel to a given line slopes equal. That means derivative must be 0. Therefore, f dash x is 0 for some x value a1 or anything. We are not getting either increase or decrease. No decision. Does not imply we say that no result. Yes, there is a concept. Once there is no result in the sense, it is called neither increase nor decrease, means stationary, parallel to x-axis. If f dash x is 0 for some x value of x, we say that fx is stationary. This is not in PUC but compulsory for all exams. Stationary meaning like this, going, stationary, no up and down. Before stationary point up, after stationary point down. Actual speaking, increase, decrease. Like that, there can be any number of stationary points, or there can be number of tangents parallel to x-axis in this diagram. How many possible I gave? A2, A3, A4, A5. 5 points are there where tangents are parallel. Stationary. points, these are all. Okay. In this case, you select any stationary point random. Select any stationary point. Example this one. Before this stationary point, what is happening? Curve is coming down, decreasing. After the stationary point, increasing. Compulsory. See, ECG graph, you know very well. Very good example. If you draw ECG graph exactly, it will go like this. Distance between P and T. Distance between R and T. You know that. What is R and T in your biology? I am asking you, what is distance between R and T? You see that definitely there will be ups and downs. Therefore, we are able to see the graph. If it is not up and down, somebody will see the graph. You cannot see. Okay. Not up and down is stationary. Over. Case is closed. Simple example for no up and down. This is called many number of ups and downs are there. That is the reason here I am giving. Here tangent is parallel. Before, after. Select this point. To this point, before what happens? Increasing. After that, decreasing. This theory is very, very important. Concept questions they will ask because problems are very difficult and all are almost long answer type. So what they select? Either problem is very simple or else theoretical properties they will ask. That is why more theory we need in your exposure. So between any two successive stationary points, consecutive stationary points, any two you take, in between this decreasing, in this increasing, compulsory. Between any two stationary points, the curve is either increase or decrease. Not any two random, first to last, not like that. Consecutive, successive. Then, as this example I gave here, 5 stationary points. But for a given problem, you cannot draw the curve. How many stationary points exist? That is also important. How many stationary points you can calculate? See, suppose if I give a third degree polynomial, okay. Maximum how many stationary points possible? 2. Question. They are not asking find how many. Maximum how many? That much only. No other problem doing finding x values or interval. Simple. Theoretically, how many you are able to see maximum? 2 stationary points exist maximum. If I write the 4th degree polynomial, totally how many maximum stationary points possible? 3. What is the reason? A stationary point is nothing but tangent is parallel to x-axis implies derivative must be 0. You need a derivative. Once you find derivative, n into x power n minus 1, 1 less than given degree. Third degree, what is derivative? It becomes a square. Quadratic function. Quadratic means how many roots possible? 2. Fourth degree means what is derivative? Third degree polynomial. 3. That is why an nth degree polynomial gives at most means maximum n minus 1 stationary points. Okay, that is about story of increase, decrease, then stationary point. Suppose if derivatives totally number 0, you will not find derivative 0. Okay, no stationary point. How we can say derivative number 0 in the sense for what value of x? there is no value of x for which f dash x is 0. Okay, f dash x is not 0. That means one example I write here to see that no stationary point. Find stationary points, everybody will give, you can see textbooks, you get so many problems. Derivatives equating to 0, maximum quadratic you are getting. You find the roots, you will get the answer. There are some problems where a function may not have stationary points. You consider one example here. What is example you will consider? X minus 1 by x. Find stationary. Okay. Find the number of stationary points. The number of stationary points of the following function. A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, infinity. Or 1, 2, 3, none of them. Or 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, none of them. What is derivative? What is 1 by x derivative? Minus 1 by x square. Okay, minus minus plus. To find stationary, we have to take f dash x must be 0. Okay, function important. We need again for other theory. 1 by x square is equal to minus 1. Or x square is equal to minus 1. What is implied? Imaginary. No real value of x. Clear? Number 0, x square plus 1. Number 0. No real roots. So no value of x where f dash x 0. So no stationary for the given function. So 0. That is the reason. Every given problem you will not get stationary. So this is about increase and decrease. Then what is finally one simple sentence we will consider as a formula. A function fx is increasing f dash x greater than 0, decreasing f dash x less than 0, stationary f dash x equal to 0 for x equal to a. At x equal to a it is stationary. Then here we have one extra point. F of a is called a stationary value. One extra point we are writing. Okay, stationary value. This is called where it is stationary. How much stationary it has value. Both combine them, then it is called coordinate stationary point. That is called stationary point. What is stationary point? X coordinate, y coordinate. This is. So at every line parallel to x axis, you will get coordinates, stationary points. These are all. Hence, what is note? An nth degree polynomial. Okay. Nth degree polynomial means what is the general form of polynomial? F of x is equal to a naught x power n, a1 x power n minus 1, a2 x power n minus 2, last an. This is nth degree polynomial. Nth degree polynomial can have at most n minus 1 stationary points. N minus 1 stationary points. This is about discussion of increase, decrease, stationary. Okay. Next, once the curve is increasing, how far it is increasing, where it will start, that also important. If you ask that discussion, now you will get where it is interval for which it is increasing and decreasing. Okay, so that is next one. For this total theory, we will do one example for all. All means what? Where it is increasing, where it is decreasing, where it is stationary, all together. One example we will do. Fx is equal to 1/3 x cube minus half x squared minus 6x plus 5. Suppose find the interval of x in which fx increases, decreases, stationary. For any issue we need first derivative only. Total chapter starts with first derivative. For anything. Now calculate f dash. What is f dash x here? 3 cancel, 2 cancel. Therefore, this is 0. This is our polynomial and derivative. Third degree I give. Then how many maximum stationary possible? 2. Maximum I said they may be repeated. Okay. If it is repeated root, only one. Okay, that is also possible. That we will see later. Here, derivative. First we start with calculate stationary points. Why? Because stationary point will give you increase decrease immediately. F dash x equating to 0. What is into it? What are the roots of this equation? X plus 2, x minus 3. Then what are the x values? Minus 2 or 3. Completed. Now, increasing first we are doing. So what is the conclusion here? Therefore, fx is stationary at minus 2 comma 3. At means address over. One question. They will ask where it is stationary. Just derivative 0, you find x value. Enough. If they ask what is that stationary value, what are the stationary values means write down that in the given problem. What write in the problem? When you write in the problem minus 8 minus 4 plus 12 plus 5 minus 8 by 3 here minus 2 17 minus 8 by 3 15 45 minus 8 37. This is value, stationary value. With this what is stationary point? Means a comma f of a, x coordinate, y coordinate. Every stationary point decides increase, decrease, at the same time maximum minimum. That we didn't write. Next we are getting continuation. How to find maximum minimum. Next find f of 3. 1 by 3 into 27. 1 by 2 into 9. 18. 5. 9. Minus 9 by 2. 5 minus 18. Minus 13. 9 minus 9 by 2. 9 by 2 minus 13. 26 minus 9. 17. Minus 17 by 2. What is another stationary point Q? This is P. Is x coordinate, y coordinate. This is bigger than this. Y coordinate is more, here it is small. This becomes maximum value, it becomes minimum value. That much only. Once you know stationary points, the remaining things will be easy. So what is our example we got so far? Where it is stationary, what is stationary value, what are the stationary points. Then how you give maximum increase decrease interval? For increase decrease, what is our concept? Increasing f dash x greater than 0. What is f dash x here? X plus 2, x minus 3 greater than 0. When the product greater than 0 inequality, what is the solution? Positive means does not lie between, outside, negative side. So x is less than smaller number, greater than greater number, one answer over. Or what is diagrammatic? Minus 2, 3. So before, after. This is our solution. What is right interval notation? X belongs to minus infinity to minus 2 union 3 to infinity. Completed. Where it is for increasing. Then decreasing is understood opposite only. Derivative must be less than 0. That means minus 2 less than x less than 3. X belongs to open interval minus 2 to 3. This is about example for all at a time. Okay. But converse is not true. What is meaning of converse? Even though if f dash x is 0, function can be increasing. Converse is not true. That is, even if fx is increase or decrease, f dash x may be 0. Then example you have to write x cube is increasing in positive integers. Okay. On r plus means integers you take z plus. But what is f dash x? 3x square. Okay. F dash x 0 for x equal to 0. Even it is stationary, but even then it is increasing. Like that we have examples. So what we call here, it is not necessarily positive negative. Even if it is 0 also increasing, otherwise decreasing. Anyway, according to domain, function is increasing. You change the domain and decreasing. It shows that increase decrease never. Sometimes it will be not like positive or negative. Okay, it can be 0 also. That is why I am giving. This is for first concept with example, with the failure example. Now we go for maximum minimum. Means how to find the maximum minimum values. See, to find maximum minimum. Okay. First, consider one problem. F of x is a given function. Consider that given function. First find stationary. That means f dash 0. F dash x 0. You will get x value. Okay. So here I am writing. First step. Find stationary points. What is meaning? That is f dash x equal to 0 for some x equal to a. Derivative find out. Second step, f double dash of a, second derivative. Positive, fx has minimum at x equal to a. That minimum value substitute in the problem means f of a, stationary value. Suppose negative, then fx has maximum at x equal to a. That maximum is also substitute in the problem f of a. This is about the second derivative theory. derivative test. This is called first derivative test and then second derivative. That will give definitely maximum, minimum, or one of them, or we say extreme values. An increasing function can have minimum value. A decreasing function will give you maximum value. What is meaning? You start one graph. Suppose when you start graph going upward direction means away from x-axis you have to draw like this only, going so on. When you draw the graph going upward direction, where you will start, compulsory will be there. Ending is unknown. Going so on, increasing monotonically. That is the word. When it increases throughout all real numbers. That means what is meaning? F dash x is greater than 0 for all x. Going so on only, never ending story. No highest position. But starting position we know. Otherwise you cannot do any graph. When you trace, you will first start with one point. Here, see, this is minimum position. X equal to a, suppose. This is minimum. That is why I am telling an increasing function will give you minimum value. Decreasing function gives a maximum value. Means it is going down. How far it will go? Depth, nobody knows. So least is unknown, but where it starts from height, highest, top, maximum. That is why I am telling you this is called maximum position. This is about maximum position. Hence, this will give you a decreasing function will give you maximum value. How to say decreasing? Derivative must be negative. That is why I wrote here. Second derivative negative. Increasing, what is the symbol or the decision? Derivative must be positive. Therefore, I gave you derivative positive. F double dash meaning is first derivative of f dash x. Taking f dash x as a function, its derivative means what? Second derivative only. That is the reason you have got two derivatives. So in this maximum problems you can decide. As per CET you can see problems you are getting to find maximum minimum means second derivative will decide definitely. And we wrote the statement independent of interval. No interval. No, not possible. In general you are only calculating. For some x I wrote derivative equating to 0. You will get x values. Suppose I show you example without interval. That example what we earlier discussed, same if I write. What is that same above example I wrote? 1/3 x cube, 1/3 x cube, half x square minus 6x plus 5. This example we discussed for increase decrease. Okay. Then this is a very important function. In old textbooks it is there. Okay. So that is why I am writing. Then what is f dash x? X square minus x minus 6. All that first part over. Now we are talking about how to get extreme values. Extreme in general a common title for either minimum or maximum. Find extreme value they told. Now you need second derivative. What is first derivative equating to 0? What are the stationary points we got? Factors x plus 2, x minus 3. All this completed. Now further continuation. Go to next derivative. 2x minus 1. Derivative 0, whatever x values we have here, substitute here. Find out f double dash minus 2 minus 5 negative. Fx has maximum at x equal to minus 2 over. How much that maximum value? What is stationary value you got? That is stationary value only. 37/2 something we got. 37/3. That becomes maximum value. So I write here that maximum value is stationary value only. F of minus 2. Completed. Second number I write f double dash of 3. 6 minus 1, positive. So fx has minimum at x is 3. That minimum value is f of 3. We got that 7 by 3, 7 by 2 something, that number of stationary. Stationary values become extreme values. That is final. Okay. Since I told you nth degree has n minus 1 stationary here, every stationary point becomes either minimum or maximum. Okay. Therefore, third degree polynomial, how many extremes we got? One maximum, one minimum. A function can have number of maxima, minima. A function may not have maxima, minima. Example, no stationary implies no maximum, minimum only. That means what is necessary, compulsory condition to find extreme value? First derivative must be 0. Otherwise ruled out, leave it only. Therefore, now write down properties which are all very useful. First property. 1. The necessary and the sufficient condition means compulsory it is necessary and sufficient also condition that fx the necessary and sufficient condition for the function f of x. We would like that. For the function fx to have in general an extreme value means either minimum or maximum, we don't know. An extreme value is that f dash x 0 very compulsory. Otherwise we cannot up to CET. Okay. After CET it is possible. Very important theory is there in mains and other things. Now I am not discussing. Don't think you are telling not possible, but otherwise in other textbooks I saw it is possible. As up to CET level when I am going, to your information, up to here it is enough. Yes, there is a concept. Even though f dash x not equal to 0, we can calculate minimum maximum values. That don't ask now. Okay? Too much. Enough here. This is our first level concept what we are doing. Compulsory f dash x must be 0. Next. Every stationary point decides fx to have minimum or maximum. Next. Between any two successive stationary points, fx is either increase or decrease, up and down, increase, decrease. Okay, that is. This is an example. Next. With this maximum, minimum, or else increase, decrease, or stationary, what is our final result? Even up to CET level means we have first derivative compulsory 0. Okay, you will get that. Now its next extension we have here is called mean value theorems. Mean value theorems, important. Definitely one problem will come from this. Either a formula or they will ask problem. Mean value theorems means in your syllabus you have two. That is called Rolle's mean value theorem. Name of the scientist. Some people will read Rolle. Okay. Rolle's mean value theorem. a function fx is such that properties or conditions. First one, continuous compulsory closure AB, differentiable, understood, we need not to talk, must be open interval. Okay, continuous, differentiable. Next point, there exists there exists at least one C in the AB. What is that? A less than C less than B. In the interval in between, one real number C exists such that derivative will be definitely 0. When derivative 0, what is meaning? Tangent is parallel to x-axis. Compulsory. At least I told you, minimum 1. There can be more than 1, 2, 3, 4 also not a issue. It is possible. But what is finally here? Suppose you have to consider differentiable in AB such that end values are equal. F of A equal to F of B. It is there. When they are equal, means y coordinates are equal. Then this is possible. What is the graphical explanation for this? If you draw one figure, that first figure is, suppose one curve is drawn. Select 2 points A comma B, x equal to A, x equal to B. Substitute x equal to A in the problem, then this is f of A. X equal to B, then this is f of B. What is implied in the first figure? Both are same only, parallel line, coincidental, total straight line only. That means f of A equal to f of B. Y coordinates are equal. When y coordinates are equal, in geometry what is possible? Line is definitely parallel to x-axis. But in this figure, if you consider the coordinates A comma B, what are the coordinates of A first? A comma f of A. B coordinates B comma f of A. B comma f of A. They are equal. F of B right angle, but both are equal. Since f of A equal to f of B, the chord AB is parallel to x-axis. That is geometrical interpretation of this theorem. Otherwise, this failed only. If FA is not equal to f of B, this Westphal failed only. That is called failure of Rolle's mean value theorem. We start with success only. What is that? They are equal. Chord is parallel to x-axis compulsory, or else definitely there exists one at least C in the interval AB such that tangent is parallel to x-axis. Okay. I gave the term is upward direction, parabola. Geometry, parabola imperfect. Upward direction. Almost upward direction says it is around x minus alpha whole square 4a into y minus beta, parabola. Suppose if I give you down, in this case also you have that x equal to A, x equal to B, and they are equal. Then there exists C. This is our C. Happens to be 90% of the problems, majority of the problems happens that C is the midpoint of AB only. Okay, which is very simple technique. You can do this in 1 mark questions without doing all these things. Whatever they will do interval, find A comma B given a substitute f of a, anyway they are equal. What is a plus b by 2 is midpoint? Midpoint means what? X1 plus x2 by 2, y1 by 2 by 2. A plus b by 2 is x value. Write down in the problem, you will get y value. Finish it. Because it exists as a midpoint. Midpoint means average. Average means in statistics mean value, arithmetic mean. What is AM of A and B? A plus b by 2. Arithmetic mean. Since it is happen to be the mean of A and B, that is the reason mean value theorem. Okay. It is not only Rolle's theorem. Rolle's mean value theorem reason title is given because majority of the problems happen to be that the tangent where it is parallel exists at center. It exists at the center. I told center means at least maybe more than one also. That's why not necessarily center. How I say at least you draw one diagram here to see that. See. Now I gave here x equal to b exactly. Okay, exactly. This is x equal to a. Both are equal. Fa equal to fb. This is parallel to x-axis only. Fa equal to fb. Yeah? In between, how many real values possible? Between a and b, 1, 2, 3, stationary. Then definitely there is more than one. In this case, there is no question of average, mean value not possible, middle value not possible. One of them may be middle, we don't know, no guarantee. That is why the meaning of at least. If exactly one happens, it definitely happens to be mid value. Middle, midpoint, center, average, mean value, arithmetic mean value, hence mean value theorem. These are all possible cases for Rolle's mean value theorem. All when you are able to do condition that y values are equal. But suddenly for one problem, what happens? You consider one example here. How we can see, because in the exam guarantee, this is very, very compulsory. One of the two will come every year. Either Rolle's and its next scientist is Lagrange's. One definitely will come in exam. They will give one function, they will ask you whether Rolle's mean value or next Lagrange's mean value is satisfied or both not satisfied, or else if it is Rolle's mean value, what is the C value they will ask. So, consider one example. What is the example I will write here is, this is the Rolle's mean value theorem. Rolle's mean value theorem means then compulsory x square minus 5x plus 6, interval is given 2, 3. 2, 3. What is f of 2? 4, 10, 6, 0. F of 3? 9, 15, 6, 0. What is implied? F of A equal to F of B? Correct? This is satisfied. But I said it is continuous. How we can say it is continuous? Quadratic, polynomial, parabola. Every quadratic represents parabola. Parabola is definitely continuous function. Every polynomial continuous. You write linear, second degree, third degree, 20 degree, anything write out. Hence, in general, every polynomial continuous. So, compulsory it must be parabola only, continuous. Very good. Continuous over. Second condition over. What is next? They will ask question, find at what value, find the value of C using Rolle's mean value theorem, where it is 0. What is f dash x? 2x minus 5. For some C, we need to calculate C value. F dash C must be 0. 2C must be 0. 2C minus 5 0. Then what is C value? 5 by 2. How much it is? 2.5 is exactly center only between 2 and 3. What is the arithmetic mean of 2 and 3? 5 by 2. Over one number exists compulsory, it becomes arithmetic mean. One number exists when it is quadratic function. Technique is your syllabus talks about quadratic. When you see the quadratic problem in the interval, if they ask what value that the Rolle's mean value give you, C means arithmetic mean, write down answer only. Don't do this story. Only in the case of quadratic. You are lucky. Your syllabus is only after quadratic. Very clear. Then why you do unnecessary? Average write down, arithmetic mean. Okay. How you got that? Even I will give you one general problem. Okay, leave it. General problem, you will get mean value only. A plus b by 2. If I give you one function here, closed interval a b, what is the c value at which tangent parallel to x-axis a plus b by 2? As a result, it is all about Rolle's mean value. What you do is, so far what we wrote so much theory and it is very dry and dangerous. So, all at a time impossible. You practice pieces wise, small piece. First, increase, decrease, what is formula, how to do problem, working rule. Stationary, how to find working rule. Next, maximum, minimum, how to decide working rule, one example. Rolle's mean value theorem I gave today, practice this. Next I will go to Lagrange's mean value theorem. Next episode we will write. All at a time will not be suitable to you. So what you do, up to here, go through the concept. Examples. You can start doing problems also. When I finish I will start, until then don't wait. You are receiving 7,8 material. Numbers I am giving. You can start checking some problems in that. So that what happens is, you will be in touch with concept. Okay, so better start doing practice of all this. On your own you can do some examples. Textbook problems particularly you can do, exercise problems. All are same only, material, textbook, everything for this unit. After finishing these roles, next unit I start Lagrange's mean value theorem, LMVT. Very essential and important this is. Name of the person, Lagrange's. This also we will write statement and graphical, and then we will do problem. After that we will start assignment problems next class. This is about today's story.